Debi Friends.
Are you my friend?
Yep. Cooking with Debi and Friends.
Hi friends, I'm so glad you could join us. Thank you for inviting us in your home.
We'll make some good food, talk about marriage and parenting too. Self-care and budgeting and some recipes for life, yeah. Cooking with Debi and Friends.
Hi everybody, welcome to Cooking with Debi and Friends. This is our 11th episode. Thank you so much for inviting us into your homes. We love cooking with you. And I tell you what, today I needed my friends. So I really looked forward to today's show. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Go get yourself something to drink. Maybe an iced tea, a lemonade, a Manhattan, an old fashioned, a margarita. What?
A Manhattan. Maybe it's been that kind of day.
It's been that kind of a day. So, and I'm going to let you go ahead and read. Monica. Monica, my sister, is joining. Hi, Monica and Johnny. I'm so glad that you're both here. And Monica, you're going to recognize this recipe. This is something my mom used to make. Our next door neighbor, Mrs. Graham, taught my mom how to make this years ago, and it became a family favorite. And if your mom is anything like my mom, they can never remember the exact recipe. They want you to eyeball it, give it a little taste test. But I realize I need to provide those answers for you. So this has been a test kitchen all day today. Travis has some oil heating up behind me. And today we're going to make, how about a drum roll, Travis?
Okay.
East Indian curry. We are going to make East Indian curry today, and it is really one of my family's favorites. It's beautiful. It's a great presentation.
It smells amazing. It tastes amazing.
Very aromatic, really delicious, and it's a nice dish to serve for company. And it's a conversation starter, actually. So what I did is I just have some stewing beef. And I am dredging that. And for new cooks who don't know what dredge is, all it means is that you're coating this with flour. You're coating this with flour.
Going to that camera? Yeah, show them. Move it right a little closer, baby. Yes, look at that, you guys.
So this helps the oil. It adheres better to the oil, and it thickens the sauce most definitely. So there's my stew meat ready to go. So I'm going to hand this over to Travis, who will brown this stew meat with half a chopped onion. This is half a chopped large onion. If you have a small one, use a small one, the entire thing, and a couple cloves of garlic. Okay. So Travis, you're going to put that in, and then when you put this in, you want to give it a little shake, okay?
So am I going to put the onions in first?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put the meat in?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
So Travis?
Yes.
You don't want to just dump all this in with all the flour. You want to give it a little shaky shake.
Okay.
Okay?
I got the skillet cam on so we can see what we're doing back here.
And this is a utensil I got at the 99-cent store, and for some reason I use it almost every meal. And I think my sister can attest to it, because I got her one and I said, hey, try this. It's a great utensil to keep in your...
So before I put this in, I'm going to shake off some of the flour that she's got on there.
Right. Hey, Debbie Ferguson, Loretta Rohr, Carla Walker. Hello, and thank you for welcoming us into your kitchen. Peggy Castaneda is my cousin and my Avon lady. I put my Avon order in. For those of you that don't know, Avon is offering face masks, hand sanitizer, hair dye, just all that shipped right to your house. And I'll leave in the comments my cousin's information so you can go through her if you don't have an Avon rep. Richard Gutierrez is watching. Hey, Rick, I love watching what you're cooking at your house. You're making some really fancy meals. And I would love to interview one day Rick Gutierrez, no relation. And then we have Joe D'Onofrio. Hello, Joe. Make sure that you catch up on the other people from Bitch Vermont who is joining here. Cynthia Fox, Paula Gelman, all the way from Las Vegas. Hey, Paula, and Cynthia Felix. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to he's browning that over there. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just trying to make sure I don't put too much flour in there.
Okay. So, I had a bad day today. I had a tough day. I'm going to say I had a tough day. And in this world of COVID, people are going through some emotions that are similar. And somebody once said to me, it's like we're all in the same ocean, but a different size boat. And sometimes you feel like you're on a yacht and you're doing okay. And other days, like today, for me, I felt like I was in a dinghy. And I was just, sailing around with one paddle. And I was really feeling powerless. The word I came up with was powerless. And so I don't know if some of you are feeling those feelings or if you've had those feelings going through this. And if you have, write in the comments, talk with each other, talk with me, and let me know how it's going for you and what you do to cope. And I picked up the phone and I called a friend of mine, Denise Casares, who is a licensed marriage and family therapist, and she's also an author. And she's coming on next week, Thursday, to help us with some coping skills. But since we don't have that professional with us today, maybe we can just talk about how I handled it. How you doing over there? Is that browning pretty good?
It's coming along.
Good. Hey, Suzanne joined us. Marie LaBouffe. Marie, another Bishop Online grad. Say hi to Joe. Joe D'Onofrio's here, and so is Loretta Rohr.
And Cynthia, yes, it does already smell good. It's, anytime that you put onions in a little bit of oil and that you get that smell, but the beef, you can already start to smell the beef. So yes, it smells amazing already. So she called Debbie, just to kind of tag what Debbie was saying earlier. She called me today while she was feeling a little bit down and just wanted to talk and just kind of share some things. And that was a nice moment that we had together today. And honestly, I didn't have any solutions, but I didn't need to have any solutions. I just needed to hear what she was going through. And these are really weird times, and sometimes it's all you need is just to be heard.
Yeah.
And be able to say things out loud that are bothering you.
Yeah, and that's something that I've learned a lot being in the relationship I'm in. I love men, but sometimes they want to fix it. They want to just fix it for you and give it back to you, and there, it's all fixed. You can stop crying. But for a woman, I think a lot of you can attest. Other women, sometimes you just want to bitch about it and say, this is unfair and this was unexpected and I didn't expect this to come crashing down in my life. And, you just need somebody to commiserate with. And so all he did was listen. Because if you're like me, I'm doing all of the things. I'm exercising and going for walks and I'm reading books and I'm thumbing through magazines and I'm watching stuff on Netflix. I've watched all the Netflix.
She's writing and she's creating all the stuff that you would tell someone, hey, if you have all the time in the world, do all these things. She's doing all that.
Yeah. So sometimes you just need somebody to say, yeah, just sit with you, just meet with you there.
So with that, are you saying that in spite of doing all the things, there's still something missing? And I think it's that human contact.
Yeah.
I'm sure, no offense to me, but I'm not enough. There are times when you got to get together with your friends. There are times when you just don't want to feel like an alien in a store around people that you've seen for the past 20 years in the produce department, and now you can't even get close to them.
Yeah. So it's just, and so Denise is going to come on and she's going to help us break it down and give us some ideas on how to make this a more copable situation, if that's a word. I'm going to say hi to Al Valdez. Hi, Al Valdez. Thank you for being so loyal and visiting with us. Hey, we're 11 episodes in. Deborah Hoft, Irma Linda Ruiz. Are you new? Nice to meet you if you are. Cynthia Felix, I already said that. Yes, wine. My sister said wine is a good coping mechanism. And Paula from Vegas, she echoes your feelings. Wine. Irma's saying it's very echoey.
Oh.
Thank you for letting us know.
Well,
let us know.
We're going to pause 1 second.
We're going to pause.
Pull this thing off. Okay.
How is it now? It's going
to be better. Yeah. I was I was using my fancy audio recorder to get stereo audio instead of come off of the iPad, because as you know, we're kind of figuring this out on our own. We're doing some live editing, switches between the cameras and audio stuff. So thank you for letting us know. And if anything else is kind of glitchy, let us know.
Yeah. So we hope that fixed the problem.
We can adjust it.
Paula wrote, "Men need to fix, women need to be heard." Sometimes that's all it is, and it's because they love us and they just want us to not be in any more pain. And sometimes men just need to know it's not that we're in pain. We just need to think it out loud. We just need to talk it out loud. But so that's why I was really looking forward to being with my friends today. And it was nice for my husband to pick up the phone and I could just have this good long cry and I felt better. Melinda Peters is watching. Melinda is a nurse and she works over at Huntington Memorial, and we know that you are working so hard and we appreciate what you do, Melinda. Kimberly England, hi Kim. And Teresa Roy, your sister's here, Teresa. Your sister's here. And she says that I have the same personality as I did in high school. Aw, girl. Peggy said, I agree, the social life, even lunch with friends is missed. It is. You miss just going out to lunch or going to a movie or, just, talking to your friends. Or we used to have game night with our friends once a month, and now we don't. And
we'd have 18 to 20 or more people in our home, and then the next month it would be someone else's house here on the block. We actually live in 1953, or would it be like the 60s?
Yeah.
We've got some amazing friends and neighbors, and we do get together and socialize a lot. We're very social in this neighborhood.
Yeah. And everybody's saying the echo is better. Thank you so much for letting us know. We got to know these things. Let's see.
Okay. I'm stirring this still, and it's still a little wet. It's not really browning as quick as
It's not browning as quick as you think?
As I thought it should.
Oh, no, it's coming along nice.
Okay.
Okay. Now what we're going to add is beef broth. Beef consomme is what is used in this recipe, but you guys know, going to the grocery store, you have to buy what is available. And you can't spend a lot of time looking and reading labels. So I'm going to also make a list of things that you should have in your pantries so that you can pull them at any time. And beef broth, chicken broth, and vegetable broth are all really good to have on hand. So Travis, you're going to go ahead and put this box of beef broth and this can of tomato paste.
This whole thing and this whole thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's give them back the skillet cam.
The skillet cam! We're so fancy! We're fancy! My friend Yolanda said she misses me. Yolanda and I actually had a FaceTime coffee. And we each got our coffee and we arranged it for a day because she's working from home, and we had a Facebook coffee, and it really was nice to just connect. But oh my gosh, when it's time to hug people, I'm gonna be breaking ribs and sending spleens out. I'm gonna hug the hell out of you people. So hey, Francis Rodriguez and Linda Herman. Oh, thank you, and I hope I don't forget anybody. I'm trying to cook at the same time. So Travis, to the stewed beef, and I cut it up so that it would brown a little quicker. He added a 1 box of beef broth and tomato paste. He's putting that in now. Let me see it. I'm going to eyeball. That looks good. Probably put some water in there to get the very last of the tomato paste out.
All right.
There's water in the kettle.
Now I'll come around to the sparklets.
Okay.
Sparklets, water making friends.
Oh, this is nice. Marie said about a dozen high school friends have text chain and they check in every day. And they even exchange music. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, it's important to be connected and find ways to connect. And I hope that you feel that way when I'm looking at you and Travis is looking at you and we're reading comments back and forth. And, I know that we look forward to having you join. Okay, so you've got that in there?
Yep. Okay. So we're doing East Indian curry, beef curry you've got rice. We made the rice already. And one of my favorite things with it is the naan bread that's spelled Naan, by the way, because I tried to look it up. I learned something.
And
that naan bread is so good.
It's
with
really
this
good.
beef.
yeah. And when we go out to eat Indian food, we'll say, can we get the garlic naan? Because we have to agree. Otherwise, we're going to blow
Yeah.
each other out.
Yeah,
And
if she's not having it, I'm not having
He
it.
forgot, too. He's wearing a mask tomorrow, so you're going to smell that garlic all
Yeah, I'll
day
be
tomorrow.
smelling it all now. That's okay. I walk around smelling coffee all day anyway.
So East Indian curry, this is, like I said, a great recipe, really aromatic, and it serves well. It refrigerates well, and it's just a pretty dish. Okay, now this is where it becomes
All your spices.
my spices. Get out your teaspoon. You need your teaspoon. And what we're going to start with is 1 teaspoon of curry. Got to have the curry. This you can do a little less if your family likes things a little less spicier. This is half a teaspoon of red chili flakes. This is, I'm going to save that because I'm going to talk to you about this. This is 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. You can use fresh ginger if you want. But remember what I say on this show. Stock up on your powders and your salts and your dehydrated, because those will last longer than a piece of fresh ginger. I don't know about you, but I don't go through a whole piece of ginger in by the time it is no longer usable. 1 teaspoon of coriander, right there. And you were saying, I don't know what that is. It's basically cilantro seed, is what it is.
Yeah.
And then 1 teaspoon of cumin. So that's in there. And salt to taste. I put in a teaspoon. So these are all just teaspoons. This is something called gram masala. And
You're going to go to the cam? Just put it right in front of that camera right
this
there.
isn't it. This is the cumin.
Oh.
Go find it, Travis.
Where'd it go?
Run!
This is the coriander.
Live Facebook.
That's coriander.
No, I'm looking for gram masala.
Ah, ground masala.
Don't make me yell at you in front of my
trying
friends.
not to. Here, cumin. Garam
Garam masala.
Okay, hold it up so they can see what it is. So they can see.
Maura
how it's spelled.
Garrett. Brenda Donnelly.
Let me see
I'm
this.
having too much fun. Lisa Goich says she loves the fancy camera angles.
Okay.
This dish sounds amazing. If you want lower calorie instead of rice, use cauliflower rice. It's awesome. Yes, Melinda. And don't dredge it. Don't dredge your beef, or you can actually use chicken. You can use chicken in this. She says, Cynthia says she wishes there was a smell cam. Debbie Crawford is here.
Yes,
and she
you
says,
do wish there was a smell cam.
love seeing our beautiful faces. I love naan. I had it for the first time in Nepal and ate it pretty much every day when she's there. Gram masala has.
That's what this one.
Mm-hmm. This is something that I picked up at Sprouts. You can't really find it everywhere, but when you find it, nab it. It's like $12, but it's worth it. It has a long shelf life, and you can use it in all your Indian cooking. And this is a mixture of clove,
That's what it is.
cinnamon,
Yeah.
cardamom, black pepper, has a little bit of coriander itself, cumin. So a lot of the things that are already in here, but some of the things that I don't have in here.
That smells amazing.
Yes, Irma, I will
It smells
post.
sweet.
I will post the recipes for you later
And photos.
and photos. So
We're
now,
going to post those on the Instagram account. So if you go to @CookingWithDebi on Instagram, you will see all of the recipes and bonus episodes.
Now, this is a lot of work to go in and get all your teaspoons. I get it. It's a lot of work. So what I have done is I have made I just got an empty seasoning little jar.
Hang on. Let's give you that cam. Go ahead. Go ahead, baby.
A little empty seasoning jar that I had. And I put you can see they're all layered. I put all of the spices in there while I was cooking and measuring everything out. Why not? So this is a great idea for your fajitas, for your chili, for anything where you're pulling, say, more than 4 spices out. Put it in something to keep. So now we have it. So the next time we want to make curry, I can just use this and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's everything.
All those spices are there. It's ready to go.
Okay. And what do I do with this one? I think this was her scam the whole time. She's trying to get me to cook more. And so she talked me into making a cooking show. Okay, what do I do with this?
That goes right in there.
Oh, this smells like an Indian restaurant.
Yes, I will post the recipe later. Debbie Dennison Burns is here too. Hi, welcome. I'm so excited to see everybody. So we've got that in there. So do you remember that's the stewing beef that was dredged in flour that was seasoned with salt and pepper, and it was browned with some onion, some garlic, and then we put in all those spices we put in there. The cumin, the ground ginger, coriander, garam masala,
Look at the
curry, and chili flakes. Yeah, the color is beautiful. It's beautiful. And you know what? I'm a mom. I have to say this. I said it about watermelon last time we made a salad with watermelon. This does stain. This will stain a good tablecloth or a white t-shirt, so be careful. So that is stewing there.
Yes.
We would have to be here for the next 3 hours and let this stew for you.
On what heat?
On low heat.
Low heat. Okay.
And but I know you don't have that time, and frankly, neither do we. I would like to take my broth at some point of the day. Hey, the Roar Girls, Loretta and Teresa. It's so funny because I posted several episodes ago. Hey, it's almost time for me to put on my bra, and but you don't have to. Come join the show. And your brother wrote, "What are my sisters watching?
Where are they going?
Where are they going?" So anyways, kitchen magic. We have made, I already prepared one for us, and our daughter's coming over and she's going to do a drive-by pickup. We're going to be like her Uber Eats, and she's going to do a drive-by pickup, and she's going to have, the naan bread. Can you get the naan bread?
I will. There's your
All right.
tomatoes and
So,
stuff.
Travis, which camera are we looking at? Because this is very important.
Well, right now you've just got the main camera, but if you want that one too, I'll put it, so we'll go
No,
like,
it looks, you can see it, right?
like that. Yeah, you can see
How
it.
does it look, everybody? Does it look good?
They can see it.
Now the rice, you can do a basmati rice. You can do a jasmine rice. I did a white rice. That's the rice that I found at the store. Lori Michael, thank you for watching, Lori. Lori, you wouldn't believe how many friends from Amman are here. Oh boy. Antonio Calderon. I don't know what that means.
She is turning you on to someone that's maybe watching the show.
Oh, I think they're talking to each other. Oh my
Well,
God,
say
you
hi.
guys,
Hey,
you guys are
Antonio.
so cute. They're talking to each other. So I've got my rice there. And then this just goes on the table. What we have here are,
Oh God, that smells good.
okay, babe.
Well, I came home hungry because I eat my lunch in the morning still.
He eats his lunch in the morning. By 11, it's gone. Okay, so on this, I've got.
Oh, look at that, you guys. Could you just look at this? They're looking in the side camera.
Keep them.
Okay, what we've got is my favorite. I love coconut. This one here is some tomatoes. Then in this one, she's got some walnuts. They're good. And then some green peppers. So this is going to be the topping.
Are you eating?
What?
Don't eat while you cook.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
I tell him how to live his life
Okay.
every day.
And I just put into the microwave some naan bread wrapped in a towel because you can either do it that way, you can throw it on the grill, you can put it in the oven or a toaster, right?
You can put it in toaster. They do have toaster size. Oops. We're doing this one, right?
That's the one you're doing, baby.
This is because this
Okay.
is the one that has been stewing
So
all day.
she was talking about kitchen magic. We're gonna get rid of that camera. So back there, she's got another pot that she made earlier, and let me tell you, when I walked in the house, as soon as I opened the door, it hit me, and I just went, "Oh, my favorite Indian restaurant," which is here because she has the most amazing. I lost my concentration looking at that. The most amazing recipe for this. You guys have got to try this. We'll post it on our.
He doesn't react like this even when I'm naked.
That's not true. We're going to post it on Instagram. Even when I'm naked.
All right.
Come on.
All right.
Show 'em on that camera.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? Which camera?
We're gonna go just like that. Now you've got that camera too. There, yes. Yes, look at that.
I'm learning. All right. We're gonna put a little bit of tomato. You like the tomato, right, Travis?
I like all of it on there.
I know when our daughter heard that we were making this today, she said, "Oh, I'm gonna be over."
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
save
then
room for extra coconut.
gonna put some chopped walnuts on there. You can also serve this with a chutney. I'm not a fan of chutney, but my mom used to serve it with a chutney, and then some.
Guys, you guys.
New cooks, if you're using chopped tomatoes in something like this, like a taco or a topping, seed it, because otherwise it makes everything really wet and gunky. And then on the top, a little bit of coconut, like that. There we go.
A little bit more. Just, yeah. You can't have too much of that coconut on there. Okay, let's do this. Let's pull a piece of this naan and stick it on there and then show that camera right there. I'm just going to go to that camera. Up. Oh, look at, isn't that beautiful, you guys?
So that is all those spices in a beef stew, and the toppings are tomato, bell pepper, walnuts, and coconut.
Oh my
And
God.
let me get you the perfect bite. They used to say that on the chew. Get the perfect
Here, let me
bite.
get it because I feel like it's going to fall if you try to feed me. All right, here we go. Mmm. The beef is tender, a little spicy. I like it really spicy.
It is spicy.
Oh, all those spices and then the nice crunch of the peppers and the walnuts that are on there. The rice is perfect bed on there. Let me get a bite of this naan. You want a bite of that?
Can take a little bite.
Mmm.
I got to be careful with this dish, and that came up in some of the comments. Is some of you have dietary needs, and I think that when this whole pandemic started, everybody hunkered down, and we started baking, and we're making the comfort foods and the rice and the pasta. And then let's be honest, budget-friendly meals are heavy laden with our carbs, our potatoes, our pasta, rice. So I can have some of this so long as I did my 10,000 steps today, and I'll
Maybe
get
a smaller portion of rice.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Oh my God, I can't wait
There's
to
something
finish
about the hot spiciness getting not neutralized but complemented with the coconut.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cold tomato and the crisp bell pepper. For some reason, it all just works, and it's beautiful. And like I said, we've served this for company, and it's a really great conversation starter. You know, people just passing around the food, and that's what it's about, to get people around you and share your food.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Paula said, I love carbs. Me too. Me too. And then there's Suzanne chastising me because she does these great Zumba classes. I'm getting closer to working out, Suzanne. I'm not off the couch. Not yet. But I will be. I will be. I want to try the naan. I would love to make my own naan, but everybody's buying up the yeast.
That's really good. This whole dish is a very easy meal. There's a lot of chopping, obviously. But as you can see, we prepared, you got to get your spices together. But it doesn't take that long. Once you set it on the pot, how many hours?
Like 3 hours.
Okay, so set it and then go do your stuff around the house. Maybe it's a weekend meal.
Yeah.
But this is definitely worth the time you invest in it.
Yeah.
Might not be the easiest meal because of all the chopping and spices.
But you know what? This is a meal that you can have twice and not get tired of. It goes right into your fridge with all this, and it's a meal that you can have more than once a week and just really continue to enjoy it because all those spices and everything just marry together.
It's like chili. It's better the next day.
Better the next day.
Yeah.
So, and like Melinda reminded us, if we want to make this low calorie, we can do a cauliflower rice. You can do this with chicken and get that near 0 points in Weight Watchers, because the only thing you're really going to have to count would be the walnuts and the coconut. And of course, the naan bread is always worth the points. So this is really good.
That's fantastic.
It's made me feel better.
So you guys, I just want to appeal to the men here, the husbands.
Instapot.
Real quick. If your wife calls you, just don't try to solve it. And Debbie and I have been together for 26 years. You know, it was a natural inclination for me for a lot of years. And even still, sometimes I have to fight it. Because for me, I want to fix what's wrong in her life. I want to make her feel better. And to me, that means find quick solutions that will take away the pain or the problem that she's dealing with. But that's not what she needed today. And so just want to appeal to you guys and ladies that might function that way too. Just sometimes a good ear. And also want to remind you that you've got friends, obviously, look at all these people chiming in that you could reach out to that love you as well.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that care about you, and all you have to do is reach out. I'm always here on Facebook. And remember, next week, we're going to launch this publicly. So if you've watched it here, can they still watch it here?
Yep, so you've been watching it here on @Debi Gutierrez on Facebook. What we're going to do is go to @Debi on the web. That's where the live feed will be. All you have to do is just go over there. It's facebook.com/Debi on the web, DEBI. And then afterwards, I always post the videos on @MommyComic on YouTube. We really want to try to drive up the subscriptions there because we're also going to be putting additional content there. And all the recipes and all the things that we do, sort of bonus clips, we're putting all that stuff on Instagram. So if you didn't have enough time to waste elsewhere, you can maybe waste a little bit more time by following us.
Go back and visit other episodes. They live on Facebook. And like I said, this is our 11th episode. And I've done everything from showing you how to put a hand washing kit in your car, how to grocery shop. We've had so many wonderful dishes and ideas and meal trains, and a way to give to those less fortunate. That's on there on Giving Tuesday. We did something, and so we just love doing this for you. We really do, and if we have some success with it, even better. But just the idea that we can just connect with you, you can connect with us. I love all your ideas. Please continue to come back. If you have an idea, I'm writing them all down. And don't forget, next week we're going to have an audience.
Yeah, special audience.
It's one person, and she's going to be socially distanced in another room. But still, we're going to have an audience. And we are going to have Denise Casares, a licensed family therapist and author, and she's going to give us some coping techniques in this crazy time of COVID. Stay healthy, everybody. Love you.
Cooking with Debi and Friends.
Will we dance?
Hell yeah. Cooking with Debi and Friends. Cooking with Debi and her friends.
See how I did that? Bye, everybody.